Hello, America. I want to tell you about this book. It's actually the last progressive book that I could read. It's from 26, 23, something like that. I couldn't read it anymore. I stopped reading it. I mean, after I highlighted it and dog-eared it, I couldn't read it anymore because I thought it's just too bleak. I don't want to live in a world where these early 20th century progressives, the one that they lived in, they want to control everything. The message, the debate, everything. Progressives believe they know better than you do. That's what they believe. Instead, before I go to this old dusty book, let me show you a modern example. Bill Maher says that you're too stupid to decide for yourself. Watch this.
They're talking about 60 votes. They need, forget this stuff. 60. You can't get Americans to agree on anything. 60%. 60% of people don't believe in evolution in this country. He just needs to drag them to it. Like I just said, they're stupid.
Just drag them to it. It's this kind of arrogance that will cause the progressives to implode. Because I got news for you. We share this country. It is not the progressives to control. It's not up to the progressives to drag us into anything, to parent us, to micromanage our lives, to tell us what to eat, what to do. That's not their job. That is up to we the people. This book, I actually had to buy it in a rare bookstore. It's from 1927. This is a guy who was a journalist and a progressive, and it's the phantom public. I mean, who are these little people out there, and how do we get them to do what we want? In chapter 2, he said, I've tried to imagine how the perfect citizen could be produced. Some say he will have to be born of the conjunction of the right germplasms. And in the great books written by Madison Grant, Lothrop, blah, 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 and other revivalists, I have seen many prescriptions as to who ought to marry whom to produce a great citizenry. Not being a biologist, I can keep an open but hopeful mind on this point, tempered, however, with the knowledge that certainty about how to breed ability in human beings is on the whole inverse proportion to the writer's scientific reputation. So in other words, he's hopeful that we can figure out how to breed better people. That's fantastic. Let me tell you something. Let me give this message to the White House and to the revolutionaries there, and as a gift to Jon Stewart and The Daily Show, let me give them this soundbite. The stupid people are about to stand up. The stupid people are not stupid. They know what's going on. They haven't been able to figure it out because they're busy working and paying taxes for the people who are just getting 1,800 degrees and never actually doing anything, just going to college and then going right into the White House where they've never actually worked in the real world, and then try to tell us how to raise a family and everything else. Let me show you one more thing. Harry, can you get this? I don't even know where this comes from. Do you know where this comes from, Joe? From bondage to spiritual faith. It's the way society goes. People go from bondage to spiritual faith. Well, I would say that's the Mayflower. We were in spiritual faith. We were bound. We were bound. We had to listen to others tell us. So we went to spiritual faith. From spiritual faith to great courage. I would say that was 1776. From courage to liberty. That was 1791, signed the Constitution. From liberty to abundance. What would you say? Anywhere from 1900 to 1960? From abundance to complacency. Well, we started saying, hey, Dad doesn't know best. Let's say 1960 to 1980. From complacency to apathy. I don't know. 1980 to apathy. Well, probably 2000. From apathy to dependence. That's where we are right now. Dependent. From 2000. Because after we finish this one, there's only one left. Back into bondage. I think there is a way to short circuit this, but we have to be aware of it. I think if we became people of great spiritual faith again, and we stood up for what we believed in, and we looked for the principles that were in the Bill of Rights in 1791, maybe we could hold on to our liberty and restore the abundance. But we would have to immediately go back to these things to be able to do it. Otherwise, we're going to end up on the next great emergency. We're going to end up there. Back in a second.